Hey guys, what is up? It's Denise Draven, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I made this awesome and spooky pumpkin mask. So first I'm gonna start off with an actual pumpkin. Basically I'm gonna create a panel out of hot glue just to kind of get an idea of the shape I want to get for the pumpkin. And then next I'm gonna lay the pattern on top of foam and be cutting it out. I'll be doing this onto multiple pieces so I get the right amount. I did widen some pieces later on because I realized I wanted the pumpkin to be more rounder, so that's basically what I did. I kind of just widened the sides, basically made it more wide. Next I'll be gluing the edges together. First I'm starting off with the top corners to make it more easier, and then I'll start gluing towards the center. I'll be doing this all around the pumpkin until it's completely finished. Here is the finished pumpkin. As you can see, there's some panels that are wider, and then the first ones are more thinner. I'll be cutting off some of the edges of the thinner ones just to make them a little bit more rounded at the top. Okay, so next I'm cutting out the space for where I'm going to put my head in. Basically, I'm cut out until like my head fits into it. I kind of just kept cutting and trying it on as I went along with this. I kind of did it slowly because I don't want to cut off too much. So I think I ended up doing like 3 cuts of this until I was finally able to fit it over my head. I'll be using the scrap piece of the part that I just cut off basically to make a stem. And I'll be gluing it onto the top of the pumpkin. Kind of squishing it down as well to get that pumpkin effect. Okay, so next time we're drawing out the face, I kind of picked out a classic jack-o'-lantern looking face, something a little scary, but also a little cute as well at the same time. Of course, you can pick out any kind of face you want for your own pumpkin. Next, I am pinning the pieces of the face onto the foam. And I'll be using an X-Acto knife to cut out the shapes. Also, forgot to mention, but you should probably use a thicker kind of foam for this because it'll be easier to cut out the face. The part that I was cutting out was thinner. I did use some thick foam for like the smaller pieces, but ended up liking the wider panels better for the front. So yeah, that's just something that you should keep in mind. But I did end up gluing in some extra foam pieces, like scrap foam, onto the thinner areas of the pumpkin, like the front especially, just to give it some more support and thickness. here it is. A lot of these looks more stable now, and here's the inside. It looks like a little mess, but who cares because no one's actually going to be able to see inside the mask. Okay, so next I'm destroying this cute hat. It kind of already is kind of destroyed anyways. I thrifted this a while back and I was gonna try to fix it, but it just, I couldn't. So I'm basically using this for the inside of the pumpkin so I can put my head in. And I will be layering some fabric over it, just gluing it onto it directly. The reason why I did this is because like the edges that I have are kind of sharp after cutting it, and it just, the pieces kept falling off of it. So I did this just mainly to protect my head and just to avoid getting like these little wicker pieces in my hair. And I'll be gluing it directly inside the pumpkin. I kind of tried it on with it, and I tried to hold it in place as best as I could so that way it will be in the right spot when I wear it. And of course next is the fun part, which is the paper mache. This actually took me quite a bit to do, honestly. It might have taken me a few hours to do the whole pumpkin. I'll try to leave a link down to the paper mache recipe that I had used down below in the description box. I followed the YouTube video for it. I used the flour to water ratio. Here you can see me twisting up some pieces of paper, and basically I'm using this to kind of create the ridges of the pumpkin just to make them look more three-dimensional. And then of course I'll be layering another piece of paper over it just to make it more smooth. And I would be rolling the paper again and wrapping it around the stem to give it some texture. Now next we'll be painting it orange, of course, and I kind of did a few layers of this. It's actually acrylic paint, and I did maybe three or four layers of this. I probably should have painted it black or white first to give it a base, but I didn't think about that. And of course I'm repainting the stem brown, and I'll be layering some other paints over it. I'll probably be using like a lighter brown over it, on especially on the details of it, just to give it some more depth. Next I'll be adding some shadows using a darker orange. I kind of basically dry brushed it on and blended it around the ridges of the pumpkin. Also added some shadows around the details of the face, around the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, just to give it some more depth. Next, I'll be adding some green paint onto the stem just to give it some more life. And I'll also be painting on some vines just to add some more details and some character to it. I will be adding some highlights I mixed some yellow and orange paint to get this effect, and this acrylic paint I use is also shiny, so it gives like that realistic, like shiny looking pumpkin feel to it. I thought it had a nice touch to it because I feel like the matte paint just made the pumpkin look flat. And then next is the fun part. We'll be adding some moss onto the stem of the pumpkin. I basically got this moss from Dollar Tree. You can probably find this at like craft stores like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and possibly even home improvement stores as well. And I kind of just glued it into places where I felt like it would fit best. I also glued on some ivy leaves on it just to give it some more character. I got these from Amazon. I have like a bunch of these hanging on my room, but I decided to cut some of them off. And of course a little mushroom. Next I'll be using fabric from a stocking that I had destroyed a while back trying to make a glove. And I'll basically just be cutting it and gluing it inside the pumpkin, stretching out as best as I can so that way I can be able to see out of it. And this is probably optional, but I felt like I wanted the edges, or like, yeah, the edges of the fabric to be more closer to like the edges of the face, if that makes sense. And I kind of glued it from the outside, which was really risky because if you mess up, the glue would smear onto the fabric and you could see it. But I ended up just painting it, the glue black anyways, just to hide that, and you couldn't even tell. I hope you guys had a ton of fun watching me create a pumpkin mask on my own, and hopefully you guys can use this video to make your own pumpkin mask as well. It's probably too late to start making one now. I mean, of course you could probably make this in like 2 or 3 days, but it took me a span of a couple days because I was busy with other videos and schoolwork, so it took me a little bit. It took me like maybe like a week, maybe a week and a half. Kiki, do you want to get up here? My cat wants to be in the video. Oh my goodness. Kiki, I'm trying to film here. You can sit there if you want, but you can be quiet, okay? Yeah? The vibe I was kind of going for with like the outfit, I was kind of going for like a Pottsville, Pottsville Citizen from like Over the Garden Wall. I really liked that episode a lot because like they're all wearing pumpkins on their head and the way they're dressed, and it's like the perfect like autumn vibes, like Halloween vibes. I just love it so much. That episode is definitely like one of my favorite episodes from Over the Garden Wall. I love the whole show. Like I really love the whole show, you guys. If you guys haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, then you have to see it. You have to watch it, okay? It's like definitely like one of my favorite cartoons at the moment, and I watch it every year, especially around Halloween and fall. I've already watched the whole thing already, but I think I'm gonna rewatch it again pretty soon because I just love it so much, you guys, and I can't get enough of it. I can like rewatch it over and over again. Like it has become my favorite comfort show. But I mean, obviously I went with a different kind of design with like the face, because like the Pottsville citizens, like their faces are more, they have like more rounded features, like rounded eyes, rounded mouths. But I kind of want to go for like kind of like a classic jack-o'-lantern kind of look with this, kind of like almost like a Headless Horseman kind of vibe with it, but the outfit more of a Pottsville citizen. And I had to add some moss and some leaves, and I even added a mushroom on here, as you guys probably saw, but I just had to add that because I felt like it added like a more of a, like, you know, added more character to it, you guys, so I really liked it. And I even like painted on some like little vines as well. I wish I kind of did vines like with the paper mache, but I just didn't really feel like it. I was kind of like over with the paper mache because it's messy as hell, you guys, I don't know. And it just took a while for me to do paper mache, but I really like the project. I know pumpkin heads have been like a trend this year. People are actually carving into actual pumpkins and like hollowing them out, drying them, and wearing them as like you know, they do like photo shoots in like cemeteries or like in fall leaves or whatever with like pumpkin masks, like with actual pumpkins, and it's really cool. And I totally would want to do that because it's obviously a lot easier than like probably crafting a whole pumpkin. But I wanted to craft my own pumpkin that would last for like ever, pretty much. And I really like it. It's pretty sturdy. The hat definitely added that sturdiness to it. I feel like if I tried to make one out of cardboard, like with my mushroom hat, it would have been like uneven and kind of or small or too big. Yeah, the mushroom hat's a little comfortable to wear. If you guys haven't seen my mushroom girl makeup tutorial, I guess you totally check that out. I just posted it earlier this week. That one's a really fun makeup tutorial, you guys, and that one was really fun. But this one, I like this. I love this mask so much, you guys. Like, I think it makes a really cute decoration as well, and it's also wearable, so it's pretty cool. Also, you can pair this up with like so many cute outfits. I think I'm also gonna throw in another outfit as well, in the end footage, so and probably take pictures in it. But I really like this, you guys. Like, I kind of want to do a whole lookbook revolving around this, but the last lookbook, the Halloween lookbook I posted earlier this week. That one took me at least like 4 or 5 hours to film, maybe, and it was only for like maybe like a few outfits, and I just do not feel like going through that hell again, you guys. I don't feel like spending a whole day doing trying on, like putting on outfits, filming them, taking pictures of them. It consumes a lot of time, you guys. I wish I could film lookbooks a lot faster, but it's hard. It's like the whole getting ready process and picking everything out and all the accessories, and then filming each outfit from head to toe pretty much, and taking pictures of it and getting good pictures. It's like it takes a lot of time, you guys, and I kind of forgot how time consuming lookbooks could be, but they're really fun to make and they're really fun to watch. So I totally recommend that you guys check out my Halloween lookbook that I had posted earlier this week. I totally want to do a lookbook revolving around this, but probably I might save it for next year. I don't know how I'm gonna do one in the autumn, but I don't know. I mean, I do want to do like a fall lookbook, so probably without the pumpkin mask, but definitely next year I want to do a pumpkin head lookbook. Probably do this outfit again, other different outfits and stuff. But I think maybe basically a Pottsfield lookbook, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this is 100% worth it. And if you guys do follow my video and recreate this pumpkin, definitely tag me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, because I would totally love to see you guys' creations. I do want to get into more crafty videos, you guys. I've always been into like crafts and stuff like that, and making my own stuff, and I just for some reason never filmed like any of the stuff I would make for my makeup tutorials. Like, I'll definitely make props for myself, like pieces of costumes, and I never really filmed. I tried filming in the past, but then I just want to edit it, and then I would lose the footage, and it was a big mess, you guys. But this year I'm like really trying to focus more into crafts as well. Obviously, that's what I've been posting slowly throughout this month. I did the Bath & Body Works DIY candle hand holder. I did the necklace, the daughter's necklace from Resident Evil and the Vampire Daughters. I did their scythe as well, and obviously this. So, and I think I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of crafts in coming November, you guys, because makeup tutorials, I've done a lot, you guys, and I kind of want to do something more laid back and fun, something that I enjoyed for myself, and that would obviously last a lot longer than, like, you know, a few hours, because I wipe off makeup before we're in the bed, and I usually finish my makeup tutorials kind of late, so by the time I finish, it's already time to take it off, so it sucks. I will probably be keeping a spooky theme throughout November as well, probably not too much. I don't think I will be doing makeup tutorials in November, you guys. I don't have any planned in mind, but I mainly have craft videos, so you guys should totally stick around for that, because it'll be a ton of fun. Yeah, we're gonna keep it spooky here all year round, you guys, even during Christmas. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Subscribe to my channel if you like spooky things all year round. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys are gonna be this Halloween, or what you're gonna be doing for Halloween. I really want to know, you guys. I'll probably chat down in the comments with you down below. I'm just really curious. I haven't really decided what I want to be for Halloween, even though I have like 20 different costumes in my closet, pretty much. Like, I can craft pretty much anything, but just I want to dress up my boyfriend. But we might be basic and be Morticia and Gomez, so the easiest thing ever. But we're already planning some for like next year, New Year's next. So I'll probably be like filming craft videos along with that for next year, you guys. We have some really cool stuff planned. My boyfriend doesn't really make appearances in my videos. He's made a few. They're like really short, but hopefully I can get him in a video next year, especially for the craft project I want to do for a Halloween costume. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for more awesome content. Mainly Instagram because that's where I usually post the most. That's where I keep you guys up to date with my YouTube videos. Also make sure you check out my previous Halloween makeup tutorials I have been posting this month and all the other crafts as well. Also from the previous years too. I have recreated a bunch of really cool characters from like different horror movies, video games, and even my own original characters as well. So yeah, so that'll be it for today's video. So I hope you guys have a safe, wonderful, and spooky day. Bye guys! Hi! Kiki says bye! Yeah! It's a pretty Kiki. Okay, bye guys!